Welcome everybody to another episode of Web Tools TV. And tonight we are talking about Periscope, and we've invited power user Ileane Smith. Welcome, Ileane.
Hi. Thanks for having me tonight, Deborah, and thanks. Nice to see everybody out there.
Excellent. I think everybody in the world knows who you are, but I'll link to, to your channel. So if you don't know Ileane Smith, you got to get on the bandwagon. But anyway, if you don't, we'll send you links so you can get to know her, because she has some fabulous YouTube course. Oh my goodness, you need to stop me because I'm going to go all 15 minutes bragging about you. But you'll see a lot of her videos, how to actually, succeed in YouTube with her wonderful course. And I'll put the links in there so you can find her, all of her different websites and her channel. Okay, that's my introduction. I promise I did not drink or anything like that before Web Tools TV. That's just me getting just too excited. So with that, Ileane, could you tell us a little bit about Periscope, what it is, why we should care, that kind of thing?
Okay. Periscope is a live streaming application. It works from your smartphone, primarily from your iPhone or your Android phone. And what's so neat about it is very low barrier to entry, because basically all you have to do is install the app and push start broadcast. That's basically it.
Wow.
Like you name your broadcast. That's probably the only step that I skipped. And once you do that, you can follow people, and you can also connect your account through Twitter. Or if you don't want to, you can connect it through your phone number. And then once you have your account set up, you make your little short bio for your profile, and make sure you add a clickable link with the HTTP and everything in the link. And then I suggest that a new user would at first just explore, see what other people are scoping about. And the other unique thing about Periscope is that people can give you automatic feedback in the form of hearts. And so what happens is you tap the screen. If you're someone who's watching a Periscope, you tap your phone screen and you start giving the person hearts. And what's really cool about it, and I think what makes it so fun and whimsical, is that as new people come into the broadcast and they give the hearts, they're assigned a color. So it's like all the colors of the rainbow. So eventually, like everybody has a color, and that's what's assigned to them. And as they're tapping the hearts, their color hearts will stream up the screen as if they're floating up into the air. And it's kind of neat. Like I said,
cool.
It gives a little whimsy. And then you make comments, and depending upon how many people are in the room, the moderator has time to read the comments. Of course, if there's lots and lots of comments coming in, the person who's doing the scope can choose to either just try to answer key ones, or just completely not answer the comments at all. But I do think that what's so fun about it is the fact that you get a chance to really have a conversation with someone that you probably never could have a conversation with before. So it's very interactive.
That is so cool. Is that okay? Periscope is a Twitter product, correct?
Actually, Periscope started back in 2013 or 2014. No, sometime in 2014. And Twitter purchased them.
Okay.
I believe in either April or May, just a few months. It's only been a few weeks that the tool has been out. So it's rapidly changing. There's like an update every week. We just got some new features that rolled out today. And so even though it's connected with Twitter, it doesn't automatically tweet all the comments and things like that. You have to actually tweet. It will tweet to announce that you started your broadcast. That's automatic. But all the other tweets, you actually have to go into the app and say, okay, tweet. And once you start your broadcast, then you can't tweet anymore. But the people that have come into your Periscope room, they can show their support by sharing your scope on Twitter.
Okay, so it doesn't fill up your Twitter feed. Like I think wasn't there some concern around Meerkat as far as and now that's been modified a bit. Wouldn't
Okay,
would,
let's talk about Meerkat. Yeah, let's try to ease over into Meerkat now. Meerkat actually became live before Periscope. And Meerkat is another great live streaming platform, very similar in the sense that basically you set up your profile, you give your broadcast a name, and you push start broadcast, and you're broadcasting. The difference with Meerkat, first of all, there's no hearts, and
aw,
and the comments don't just stream by very quickly the way they do on Periscope. It's a much slower pace of comments. So when you're commenting, it sends an automated tweet of your comment, but they've recently introduced a feature that you can easily just turn that off. You just turn off the tweets. But the
okay.
thing about it is really, even though you were tweeting, you're only tweeting to that person that is the broadcaster. So in other words, if I was doing a broadcast and you wanted to leave a comment for me, the tweet would start off with at Ileane. Oh, your hair looks nice today, Ileane. And so only people that are fine, and anybody who knows how Twitter works, when you start a tweet with an at name, only the people that are following both people will see the tweet. So somebody has to be following me and they also have to be following you. And so it's not really a public tweet.
Right. It's a mention, but it's kind of in between a mention like inside the tweet and a direct message.
Yeah, but like I said, they eliminated that because that was a fear at first, was that, oh, I'm filling up my Twitter stream with all these comments, but it's very easy. You just turn them off now. So they overrode that. So now I do want to tell you about another feature of Meerkat that is super exciting. And it kind of mimics a hangout in some ways.
Cool. I'm all
Because
ears.
what happens is, if I'm doing a Meerkat broadcast, I can, and you're in the audience, I can give you what's called a cameo spot, which means I would invite you to do a cameo, and you literally would take over my stream, and your image would pop up and fill up the screen, and you would have 60 seconds to maybe ask a question or share your point of view on whatever the topic is. And then after the 60 seconds, then it would come back to the original broadcaster. So
Cool.
that is now you're really talking interactive here now, because you're actually bringing someone into the stream. And like I said, it's similar to Hangouts, but very watered down version, of course, because like I said, it's only one person at a time. That person actually takes over the stream for those 60 seconds.
So it'd be similar to like on an Oprah show, as far as going out and handing the mic to somebody, when they ask a question or whatever, where it's probably shorter than 60 seconds, but for the moment, the TV screen's right on them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The screen, that person, is like a pop-up. It literally covers up the screen, and that person's that has the cameo, hence, the word cameo. And that's exactly what it is. Like you have a cameo appearance on someone else's stream.
Very cool. Now, okay,
Really
wait,
cool.
I got to interrupt my own thinking to make sure that we put a plug in there, but not a plug in, a plug in there. For you have like a how to use Periscope, a video for people to
Yes,
watch?
I do. And I also have some gear recommendations, and I have them all on one page, and they're over on ileanesmith.com/gear. And I talk about the tripod that you can use so that you have your hands free when you're doing your scope. So you would mount your camera on top of the tripod. And I also recommend to use a lavalier microphone just to improve your sound quality. And there's also a lens that you can and it works on iPhones, even the iPhone 6s, and it also works on Androids. And this lens will actually give people a bigger view. So let's just say you are outdoors and you are at this beautiful scenic place, and you wanted people to see, some trees or a stream or something like that in back of you, and you put that lens on. And it also comes in handy if you have two people in the room together and you want to, make sure both of you guys can fit in the screen. So then you put this lens on that will be like a wide angle lens, or you can use a fisheye as well. So all that is on ileanesmith.com/gear. And let me just spell it, because a lot of people get the spelling of my name wrong. It's ILEANE Smith.com/gear. Okay.
Excellent. It's a great article. I've read that. I gotta.
Yeah, and I have a tutorial there that shows you basically how to start everything up on Periscope. It shows you all the different options, because there's a location feature there. You can also do private Periscopes. So I'll show you how to turn that on if you wanted to maybe just want to scope with a couple of your friends. So you can do that as well. So I go through all the options. I show you how to find users, so in the people that you want to follow, and how to check your stats and all of that in that little video. I think the video is only about 6 to 7 minutes, something like that, but it's a pretty thorough overview, especially for someone who's never used Periscope before. It's a great way to get started.
Excellent. And your how-to videos are the best out there. I just have to say that. I love your how-tos.
Thank you so much. You know what? I really want people to give this platform a try. I know a lot of people that they're afraid to get on camera, but it's so casual. And you don't have to worry so much about, every little hair being in place on your head. It's just deliver value, and maybe you even want to scope some encouraging words to people. It's whatever it is that you want to scope about. But the thing is, now there's no technical barrier, because you basically just type in your title and push start broadcast, and you're good to go.
Excellent. That is such a great summation of the whole. I was going to ask you, so what uses are there? But I think you addressed that. Basically, it could be used for anything that pops in your head as a use to kind of broadcast, give, like you said, a quote, something. And you could use Periscope.
And and it's just like any social media. You can be super strategic with it. You can use it to make money, or to build your business, or to bring in leads. You can do all of that, or you can just use it to connect with people, or, and discover new audiences. Or you could just be a lurker. You could just be a scope watcher and just use it just for the purpose of finding what's out there, whatever your topic or your area of interest. I have a friend who she teaches forensic science. And she was on this morning scoping. Her name's Terry, and Terry Armenta. And Terry this morning was on there scoping and talking to her students of forensic science. So,
wow.
Yeah, you can it's just a great way to, get in touch with your audience, whatever that audience may be.
Excellent. Excellent. And you would know, Ileane, because you're really good. Good at doing that and getting in touch. Well, I'm sad that the 15 minutes has come. I think I say that in a lot of shows, so I really enjoy doing this. But any final thoughts, or even a plug or anything that you'd like to end this episode of Web Tools TV?
I just want to say, and the other reason why I think you guys should explore this is that you can save the video. They even have websites now that you can use to save the video, and it's free. And you can always use this to repurpose content. So, or repackage content, which is the better terminology that I like to use. And you put those videos up on YouTube. You can just use them to send snippets out to your email list. So it gives you another way to extend your reach. So I say, somebody said to me today, "What's better, Meerkat or Periscope?" I say, try both. Try both. It doesn't cost you
Nice.
anything. It's just an app.
There you go.
Go ahead and
Makes
try it
sense.
and use the one that you feel most comfortable with. Right now, Periscope has everyone's attention, but Meerkat is the one that's rolling out with all the new features. And their features are a lot better than Periscope's. It's just that Periscope got purchased by Twitter, and so therefore it has everyone's attention. But I say try them both. You may have a better chance of standing out of, in your niche on Meerkat. Look at it that way as well.
Good advice. Thank you so much, Ileane, for joining us and educating us on actually a bonus because Periscope and Meerkat.
Oh, thank you. And I just want you guys to go ahead and try it. Thanks so much for having me, Deb. And I wish you guys all the best.
Sure thing. And thanks all of you for tuning in for another Web Tools TV. We will see you the same time, same place next week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.